And welcome back to the channel where we talk about only good comics. I'm Brant, and this is Friday First. This is that series where we talk about those brand new #1 issues, new character debuts, new story arcs, and the like. And this is your top 7 firsts for Christmas Eve, December 24th, 2025. Not a ton of comics coming out, but it's still a decent amount and a decent amount of first as well. So we're going to dive into those, getting into the festive holiday spirit myself. As you can tell, might not keep this on for the whole video. It's a little hot, but yeah, I wanted to start it off right. And for anyone celebrating, hope you have a happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and all of the other holidays that you may celebrate. Hope you have a great time with your loved ones this holiday season. So, all right, so I'm going to start off. I have 3 honorable mentions this week. I'm going to start off with 2 of them. I'm going to save one for the end. So I'm going to do the honorable mentions up front, then do our top 7, then one final honorable mention, and then the sign off. So let's get into that first honorable mention. All right, first up, we have Gargoyles Winter Special 2025, issue #1. This is the first of the honorable mentions here. Did not make the top 7 list, but definitely wanted to make you aware because it is a holiday special, of course. And if you're a big Gargoyles fan and you like what Dynamite's been doing with them, I say this every time they have one of these one shots or specials or something, you might want to check this out. This one's 40 pages, $5.99. By Greg Weisman and Nate Cosby, with art by George Cambatis. And this says it is the where did I read that? This uncovers a chilly new chapter in the saga of the Stone Guardian. So if that excites you at all, go check this one out. Our next honorable mention is another holiday special. This is Marvel Winter Break Special. And this one is written by Tim Seeley and Tony Fleeks, which actually has me pretty excited, with art by a bevy of artists, tons of artists doing this. This is 40 pages, $5.99, and it's your favorite Marvel heroes this winter. I guess a bunch of stories and maybe some other stuff according to that cover. And it's kind of the special that you've been looking for, but in a different twist with other stories as well, I guess. It says warm up in the hot tub, hot springs, hot yoga, all kinds of stuff. It's crazy. We're going to the beach, or it looks like Savage Land there for the winter in Marvel. So we'll see how that goes. But if that sounds like a good time to you, check this one out. 40 pages, $5.99. And with that, we're going to get into our top 7 first for the week of Christmas Eve. All right, coming in at number 7 is Gray Lady, issue #1. This is from Image Comics. This is by Mike Benson, who did Deadpool and Entourage, and Adam Glass from Supernatural and Suicide Squad, with art by Ken Lashley. And this is a horror comic coming out in December. So that's kind of cool. But it says, a year after a tragic accident on a snowy road, Samantha Ellis is haunted by the loss of her son, Ben. Grief has unraveled her life, but when a mysterious psychic warns her that Ben is in danger, Sam's desperation transforms into fierce determination. So it calls it a blend of The Sixth Sense and Ghost, and it's a supernatural thriller. So that sounds like something right up my alley. That's the kind of story that I typically like. So sounds like a fun time. So that's why it lands on this list. And yeah, it comes in at number 7. Coming in at number 6 is The Flash, issue #28. This is a DC K.O. All Fight Month tie-in featuring Jay Garrick Flash, the original Flash, versus Guy Gardner, the Green Lantern. They call this the match you never saw coming. This is legacy numbering 828, 32 pages for $3.99. This is round 6 of this All Fight Month, these tie-ins for DC K.O. And yeah, it sounds like an exciting battle to me. I'm curious to see how Jay Garrick and Guy Gardner fare against each other. This is, of course, written by Mark Waid and Christopher Cantwell, with art by Vasco Georgiev. 32 pages for $3.99. And yeah, there's been some great fights throughout this tournament, and this one looks like another fun one, so that's why it lands here on the countdown for number 6. Coming in at number 5 is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Battle Nexus issue number 1. This is touted as the raddest TMNT event of the decade, and it's a 5-part weekly series that sees the Turtles fighting in a martial arts challenge, and it features a bunch of guest stars like the TMNT animated series from 2012 version of Metalhead. We've got Ninjara, we've got Shredder, of course, and Slash are among the casts that are going to pop up in this. So if you're a big TMNT fan, you might want to check this one out. Doesn't seem like it's going to tie too heavily into like the ongoing series. This is just kind of a fun side event. This is written by Tom Waltz with art by Esau Escorza and Isaac Escorza. I probably did not pronounce those correctly, so I apologize. I also apologize for my voice. Allergies are getting the best of me, and I'm kind of starting to lose it. Started to lose it yesterday. So anyway, TMNT Battle Nexus. It sounds like a fun time. I'm definitely going to check it out myself. And as a longtime TMNT fan, that's why this one lands at number 5. Coming in at number 4 is Void Rivals issue number 25. And the reason this one falls on the list of first is because it is the first issue of the Quintesson War. Quintesson War? I can't remember how to pronounce it. I think it's Quintesson. A Quintesson War. And this is, if you're a Transformers fan, you know these characters, the Quintessons, from Transformers cartoons and Transformers lore. And they have come to Void Rivals, and this is a 6-part event that takes place within Void Rivals as the war comes to the Sacred Ring, as it says there in the description. So we're going to see that begin in this issue, written by Robert Kirkman with art by Andre Bresson through the duration of this 6-issue event, I do believe. So I'm really excited about that. I love this creative team. I love this series. It's just a fantastic series. And I cannot wait to see how the Quintessons affect the characters of Void Rivals. And that's why this one lands at number 4. Coming in at number 3 for me is Absolute Wonder Woman issue number 15. And you might be wondering why this one has landed on the list this week, and the reason being is because this, as it says at the top of the cover there, this is the first ever Absolute team up. This is the first meeting of 2 of the Absolute Universe heroes as Batman guest stars in Absolute Wonder Woman. They interact for the very first time in this issue. Exciting times. It's taken us 15 issues. I think Batman and Wonder Woman and Superman are like 15, 16 issues. So it's taken us 15 issues to get to a point where we have these characters meeting. That's over a year's worth of content before we have these heroes interacting at all, which is really cool. So we're finally there. We're finally going to get to it. And this is going to continue into Absolute Batman issue number 16 for the second part of this. But I'm really excited to see this and how these versions of these characters are going to interact. And that's why this one lands at number 3. Coming in at number 2 is The Will of Doom issue number 1, A Long Live Doom. This is the fallout of one world under Doom. The Fantastic Four are involved here, and they're trying to get the White House to cooperate with them. They're trying to get Red Hulk to cooperate with them. And it says this will kind of kick off the next stage of the Marvel Universe in this issue, and that's why I'm really curious about this. This is a 48-page book for $6.99, so a little bit more pricey. And this is written by Chip Zdarsky, who we know is doing that next event, Armageddon. So he's got kind of his fingerprint on everything in the Marvel Universe. So may even have ties to that. We don't know. And the art is by Cafu, who is just a phenomenal artist. So, I'm really excited to check out this book, and that's why The Will of Doom comes in at number 2. And finally, coming in at number 1 is DC K.O. The Joker versus Red Hood. I have been looking forward to this particular fight since this whole thing started. This is round 8 of the tie-ins. Now I'm wondering where round 7 went. somebody in the comments let me know, did I miss one? Because I would have included it on the list and made it a top 8 had I noticed. But we had round 6 earlier in the countdown. Now we got round 8 as the Joker faces Red Hood, Jason Todd, the former Robin, who the Joker killed at one point. So it's finally come to a head. These two are going to go one-on-one in 3 rounds of action. I cannot wait to see how this is handled. This is a 48-page book for $4.99, written by Scott Snyder and Joshua Williamson, with art by Giuseppe Camuncoli and Dustin Nugent. So I'm really excited for this one. So excited that it's made my number 1 pick here on this week's countdown. So that is why DC K.O. The Joker versus Red Hood lands at number 1. And finally, to wrap things up here for this week, our final honorable mention goes to Image Comics 2025 Stocking Stuffer, issue number 1. This is a series of blind bags that include at least one comic, one variant cover, just one comic that's a variant cover, and you're guaranteed to at least get a 1 in 25, but you could possibly get a 1 in 100, and you could get an issue from a number of series. They have a whole list here, ranging from Artificial all the way down to Youngblood Deluxe. So you've got, I'm not going to rattle them all off here. You can see some of them on the screen, but we've got Bug Wars, we've got Everything Dead and Dying, Exquisite Corpses, we've got I Hate Fairyland, Power Fantasy, Rogue Sun, Radiant Black, Skinbreaker, Unchosen, World Tree, which was just announced to get an adult animated series on Netflix, by the way, Witchblade, and everything in between. You could get something, you could get a really cool variant from any of these in these blind bags. The only caveat to this is these blind bags are pricey. They're $20 each, so keep that in mind. But if you're a collector and you just want to take your chances and try to get one of these cool ones, or you want to give it as a gift for Christmas, check this out. Image Comics 2025 Stocking Stuffer, $20 price tag, with some really cool possible variants that you could get with that. And with that, that is it. That is our list. That is our video for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm not sure if, I think I'm going to do a video next week, but I'm not positive. I'll probably skip the next week, New Year's Eve, because there's not a lot of books coming out that week. But yeah, in case this is the sign off for before New Year's, again, hope you have a wonderful holiday season, and hope you, if you celebrate any kind of gift giving holiday, I hope you get everything that you're wanting, and I hope you get to give some joy to some loved ones this year. Thank you so much for a wonderful year of supporting the content that I've been putting out. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, consider hitting that like button and hitting the subscribe and notification bell so you don't miss any of the content on the channel. Of course, you can follow me across social media at Only Good Comics, or type in onlygoodcomics.com to take you right back to this YouTube channel where we talk about only good comics. Until next time, thanks for watching. Take care, keep reading those comics, and I'll see you soon.